Good afternoon, and thank you all for attending today's all-region concerts. My name is Jacob Lehman, and I'm the chair of ASBOA Region 8. I'm pleased to present these fantastic musicians to you today, but a few reminders and some thank yous before the performance begins. Thank you to Mr. Ralph Brody, Mike Westbrook, and Southside High School, and all of the band staff there who hosted our senior high auditions just a few weeks ago. To Mr. Brent Evans, Mr. Caleb Taylor, and all of the Van Buren Freshman Academy and Van Buren staff who helped to host our junior high auditions back in December. Thank you to all the directors who adjudicated and sent students to those auditions. If we don't have great auditions, we cannot have a great clinic, so thank you to those people. A very big thank you to Mr. Aaron Durham, Mrs. Andy Clark, and all of the staff at Northside High School and Darby Middle School for hosting our senior high and junior high clinic rehearsals. And thank you to the staff at Van Buren High School, Ron Smith, Dustin Chambers, and all the Van Buren staff for hosting our concerts this afternoon. Please make sure that you silence all electronic devices before the performances begin. And if young children become overly animated during the performance, you may need to relocate temporarily to the lobby. Today's concerts are being professionally recorded by LEF Audio and will be available for purchase out in the lobby at the conclusion. On stage behind me is the All-Region Junior High Wind Ensemble under the direction of Nikki Cook. Mrs. Cook is the assistant band director at Conway High School, where she conducts the high school symphonic band, assists with marching band, and teaches 6th and 7th grade band students at Carl Stewart Middle School. Prior to teaching in Arkansas, Mrs. Cook served as the associate band director at McKinney Middle School in Flower Mound, Texas. A native of Arizona, Nikki received her bachelor of music degree in music education from Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff. When I was charged with finding clinicians for our all-region junior high and senior high clinics, my mind immediately jumped to Nikki because I've seen her work, I know her heart, and I know her abilities as a director, and I knew that our students would have a fantastic time working with her. So without any further ado, please welcome to the stage the All-Region Junior High Wind Ensemble and their director, Nikki Cook.
Good afternoon. Thank you for attending today's Region 8 All-Region performance. My name is Nikki Cook, and I've had the great pleasure of conducting the Region 8 Junior High Wind Symphony this week. We've spent about 8.5 hours working together yesterday and this morning, preparing a really great program for you, and we hope you enjoy it. First piece you heard is a really great concert opener by Willie Owens titled Heroes Triumphant. Features percussion and our trumpet and also the brass section, so we were excited to play that for you. This next piece is very different, but very cool. A little bit of a programmatic type work by Markowski. You can kind of hear adventure, some strife, a little bit of scary, so you're going to hear some noises that are not normal. Well, they're normal to us, but they might not be normal to you. So if you hear some, we call them spooky, scary sounds, but if you hear stuff that sounds like you could be stuck in a cave, that's accurate. Mostly coming from percussion section, but also some from trumpet and from saxophone as well. This work is really fun to prepare. I think many of them will say it was their favorite piece to play, but all of them are great in their own way. But this has been really fun for us. So we hope you enjoy Michael Markowski's The Cave You Fear.
Good afternoon. My name is Avril Reeves, and I'm from the Van Buren Freshman Academy, and I play clarinet. On behalf of the Region 8 Junior High Wind Symphony, we would like to present our clinician, Mrs. Nikki Cook, with this plaque as a token of our appreciation. Thank you so much for your time and hard work with us this weekend.
That last piece we played was Bizarre by Randall Standridge and features our amazing percussion section. If you want to give them a round of applause, they've done everything today. They're back there making lion sounds and everything, so it's awesome. Thank you so much. It's been a real privilege. Few people that this event is not possible or near as special without them. So thank you to the Van Buren High School, Northside High School, and the Darby Junior High staff for assisting with percussion equipment, facilities, and being there at every rehearsal just to make sure things are running smoothly, which they always did because they are so organized and these students on stage are so fabulous. They were gracious hosts and did a fantastic job. Thank you to Region Chair Jake Lehman and the directors of Region 8 for inviting me to work with your students. Your band directors are doing good work, yes. This is fun for me. I mean, I just get to stand up there and have fun with them, but they're working hard, and the teaching in Region 8 is spectacular, and you can hear that by the product on stage today. So your band directors and obviously the students are doing such great work. We had a lot of fun making music together, and it was definitely a privilege to be a part of it. Parents and guardians and family members of students, your role in this does not go unnoticed. There's a lot of support that has to happen at home for this to be possible on stage. Encouragement that has to happen at home for this to be possible on stage. Obviously transportation, you know how much you have to bring them to outside of school, because band is awesome like that. And just appreciating the value of music education. When I was first in teaching, I had a principal who was great, but loved to talk about music and all the stuff it did to benefit other areas, which is true and so valuable. But I reminded him that music is great because music is great. And yes, it does help them with their test scores, and yes, it does help them to be more organized, and it creates great leaders in our program, and all those things are so valuable and very true. But also, the feeling that I get conducting them and the feeling that they get playing their instrument, they don't get in any other activity, at least not outside of our art form. So playing music and participating in that is something that's really special. It's literally why I go to work every day, is to do this with kids every single day. So it's so much fun, and we appreciate you and helping your family members and students and children help value music education. Most importantly and lastly, thank you students for sharing your work ethic, talents, and great attitude. We had 8.5 hours together, and it was very fun. There was never a bad moment. There were no behavior issues. There were no emails that we had to send. It was so fun. They're wonderful. These are great people and great humans, and it was so fun. I'm excited to see what you will do in the future. Our final piece this afternoon is actually a tribute to a retired band director in Duncanville, Texas. It actually premiered when I lived there, and I thought, this piece is cool. So it features clarinets mostly, is what it's written for, but it really features a little bit of everybody. And we have loved working on it. This is probably one of my favorite grade 3s of all time. We hope you enjoy La Madre de los Gatos.
Thank